Hello students, today we will study square root by the long division method. I have already taught you square root of long division method, but today we will study the square root of decimal numbers by long division method. So first of all, what we have to do whenever the decimal number is given, first of all we have to make the pair. If we have a whole number, supposedly 4, 5, 9, 8, 2, 3, this number is given and we have to find the square root of this number. Then we make the pair starting from the unit digit with the 3, 3 and 2, then 8 and 9, then 4, 5, like this. But in the case of the decimal number, if we have supposedly 235.091, this number is given and we have to find the square root. So decimal number, it means here we have before the decimal, that is the whole number part, and after the decimal, that is the decimal part. So this number is given. So we make the pairs of the two-digit number, we can say we will make the period separately for the whole number part and separately for the decimal part. For this whole number part, how you will make the period starting with the unit digit. It is your unit digit, so it will go in this direction. I am making the arrow like this, and after the decimal it will go just opposite direction. It means you have to make the periods in the opposite directions. So here it will start with the 10th place and 100th place. Then now if you are looking over here, 1 is left, so you will increase 1 0 and complete your pair. So after the decimal, keep it, remember the number of digits must be always even, 2 digits or 4 digits or 6 digits. So like in the previous it was only 3 digits after the decimal, so affix 10 and make the number of digits even. If it is required, then you can increase more number of zeros after the decimal. So this is the very most important part which you have to keep it, remember. We can take some more example. If supposedly any number is given, root 2, and before the square root of decimal numbers, we don't know how to find the square root of 2. So in this condition, what we do, we use decimal and then we increase number of zeros according to our need. One thing you have to keep it, remember, after the decimal, the number of zeros or number of digits must be always even. So you will make the period before the decimal, it is only one period. After the decimal, one period, another period, and one more period. So this is the very most important part which you have to keep it, remember. Now we take one question and then we will find the square root of any number by the long division method. If supposedly we have to find the square root of this number 6.4009, this number is given. So you will find the square root of this number by the long division method. So for the long division, 6.4009. So first of all, make the periods. Here before the decimal, 1 period, after the decimal, 1, 1. You have to remember the direction, like it is going this side. So now here it is 6. So take a suitable number as a divisor and quotient whose square is equals to 6 or just less than 6. So we can take 2 over here. 2 2 is 4. 6 minus 4, then it is 2. Shift the decimal to the numerator and then carry the next period. 4 0. 2 and 2 will be added over here, then it is 4. So now you have to select one number, as in the normal long division we do same. So 45 5 times, 45 5 is 225. We will subtract over here, 10 minus 5 5, 3 minus 2, then it is 1. Carry the next period. 0 9. 5 will be added over here, 50. Then 3 times we will do. 3 3 is 9 and 3 5 is 15. and now remainder is 0. So the square root of 6.4009, that is equals to 2.53. So it will be your answer. So it is very easy process, as you have done already with the long division. So just you have to use the decimal. Wherever decimal will come, just shift the decimal to the quotient and do the normal square root. Now one more. If it is given, find square root of 5 up to 2 decimal places. This question is given. So we have to find the square root up to 2 decimal places. So what we will do, square root of 5 after use decimal after 5, and then fx number of zeros. You have to keep it, remember that the number of zeros always should be in pair, and before decimal we have only one pair. So 2 to the 4, 5 minus 4, then it is 1. Now we cannot consider or we cannot carry the next period if the decimal is here. So shift this decimal to the numerator. Now carry 0 0, 2 will be added over here, 4, then 2 will be taken as a divisor and quotient. So product 42 to the 84. Now we'll subtract 16, then again carry 2 zeros, 2 will be added over here, 4. So here we can take 4 times, it will be more, so we will take 3. So 3 3 is 9, 3 4 is 12, 2, carry 1, 3 4 is 12 and 1, 13. Subtract 10 minus 9, then it is 1, 9 minus 2, then it is 7, 5 minus 3, then it is 2. Now here in the question it is given, find the square root of 5 up to 2 decimal places. So you will find the square root up to 3 places, and then the third place will be round off. It means still you have to find more square root, but here no number of zeros, so we can increase more number of zeros over here. According to our need, we can increase the number of zeros. Now we will carry the next period. Now the new divisor 3 will be added over here, 446, and now we can check 446 4 times. If I check it 4 times, 4 4 is 16, 6, carry 1, 4 6 is 24 and 1, 25, 4 4 is 16 and 2, 18, 4 4 is 16, here it is 4 times very less, do it for 6 times, check it now, leave it, 6 6 is 36, 6, carry 3, 6 6 is 36 plus 3, 39, 6 4 is 24 plus 3, 27, 6 4 is 24 and 2, 26. That's it. So 6 times. So 6 can be taken as a divisor and 6 can be taken as a quotient. Then the product is coming 2, 6, 7, 9, 6. Now we'll subtract 10 minus 6, then it is 4, 9 minus 9, then it is 0. So now here 10 minus 7, then it is 3, 6 minus 6. So it is 304. It is your remainder. So now the square root of 5, that is coming 2.236. But you have to write the answer up to 2 places. So it means third place will be round off. So here the third place is 6, that is 5 or more than 5. So when you will remove this one, round off, so 1 will be increased. So it will be 2.2.